Today I want to talk to you about, I think, one of the more important Arizona artists that really ever came to Arizona, which is Mary Russell Ferrell Colton. It's a mouthful, that's for sure, but let me explain who she was and what she was. We happen to have gotten a huge collection of her work from her granddaughter, and so you'll really get to see some examples in this video of things that she was able to do. Now, the paintings you're going to look at primarily are going to be pieces that she did as plein air studies for larger pieces. Now, Mary Russell Ferrell Colton was born in 1889, and she grew up primarily in Philadelphia. In fact, she went to the Philadelphia School of Design for Women in 1904 when she was 15, which was a big deal. She was a very good artist. In fact, she was part of the Philadelphia 10. But in 1912, she married a man named Harold Colton, who was an anthropologist, and they came to Arizona up to Flagstaff for their honeymoon. And they fell in love with the place. And every year after that, they came back. She painted. He looked at all the different areas of the Colorado Plateau. And by 1926, they decided that they would move here and make it their permanent home. And by 1928, Mary Russell Ferrell and Harold Colton actually developed one of the great museums of today, which is the Museum of Northern Arizona. And if you want to see her paintings, you should go to the museum because they have lots of her pieces. Since she donated the building, she started the museum with her husband. And she was very interested in Hopi and Navajo materials, specifically Hopi material, and she started the Hopi Craftsman Show in 1930, which still goes on today, and the Navajo Show continues to go on today as well at the Museum of Northern Arizona. Some of the paintings that you're going to get to see as we're going to go through these, you'll see like wonderful examples of Sedona, early examples of Sedona. These may be some of the most early examples you will see of that region. You have to think about it. How many artists were really painting in 1912 to 1930? Well, there wasn't that many. You had people like Maynard Dixon who were here. In fact, he was here even earlier. He got here in 1900. But as women artists go, she was one of the very earliest. You had Kate Corey. She was another one that was very early painting at Hopi. But Mary Russell Ferrell Colton, she painted at Hopi, Wallopy. She did wonderful examples of early imagery of Native American and landscape. She had this tonalist sensibility for her colors. So when you look at her paintings, which are actually quite rare, there's probably only about maybe 350 to 400 of these out there. They're wonderful examples, and you really don't see a lot of them around because most of them are in museum collections or in fact, the small studies like this. In fact, if you go to the Phoenix Art Museum, you can see the Lonesome Hole, which is really one of her great paintings. It's a big major painting about, it's a probably 40 by 50 kind of painting that's on exhibit there most of the time. And we also have, luckily, the study for this. So think of Mary Russell Ferrell Colton as being one of the primary early artists of Arizona, and she was a woman.
We need your support for the Medicine Man Gallery channel, so make sure to click the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video, which we do every morning on Wednesday and Friday. See you soon.